The future of the oil and gas industry is happening right in front of our eyes. Just check the headlines. Morning, everybody. Joe Bertel, Prosody Group and Running Energy. I already got my 5 miles in, and I hope your morning runs were less humid than mine. But what I wanted to talk about today was a story that really builds on itself, and it's fascinating to put side by side. Yesterday, ConocoPhillips, a big oil and gas company, announced a major layoff. 20% of its workforce. Quite frankly, they're going to right size for the market, matches what competitors in the space have done. Reality of it is, like we've said on this feed before, the oil and gas companies flat out are going to need fewer people thanks to greater efficiency, use of technology in the operations, and just, quite frankly, a ongoing laser focus on cost. Remember what Chevron said in their earnings call, that they are going to be all about shareholder value, returning that dollar, being a good steward of those dollars. That is going to be the mantra across all of these companies. However, when you look at one of the transitions that's going on, another thing that caught my eye is Baker Hughes. Now, Baker Hughes is an oil field services company. For those outside of the industry, they really are the company that provides the personnel and equipment capabilities for oil companies to do their job, to produce energy. Baker Hughes announced yesterday that they have won a contract with Fervo Energy, which was just named one of the top 100 most influential up-and-coming companies by Time Magazine. Geothermal company has been the darling of the startup community in Wall Street now for a while. Well, Baker Hughes is going to do all of the services work for Fervo, which really begins to make you realize what's happening here. Oil field jobs as we know them, on the rig, pulling hydrocarbons out of the ground, probably fewer and fewer needed as fewer and fewer rigs are in the ground. But as these alternative sources of energy, geothermal, nuclear, etc., really begin to get legs in the next 8 to 10 years, it stands 100% to reason that they would hire some of these OFS and former oil field workers to come and take care of the technology assets that power them, whether it's running a gas turbine or another behind-the-meter solution or what have you. The reality of it is it's actually beginning to look really intriguing that as oil companies let oil field folks go, that workforce will be ready just in time for the emerging energy technologies needed to power that transition. Anyway, just a few thoughts off the top of my head.